Yo! This is one of my favorite Pokemon. I think this is my favorite Pokemon. The evolution of this at least. Zero Death Shell. I'm very, very happy with that. And today we are going to be blitzing through Wattson's entire gym. It's looking like there are 3 Pokemon at risk in the Wattson fight. The chances of us getting through with 0 deaths is slim but possible. What's likely is that we lose 1 or 2 Pokemon. Those 2 Pokemon are okay to lose. There's a chance that we lose 3 Pokemon. That 3rd Pokemon would not be great to lose, so we're going to lose anywhere from 0 to 3 Pokemon on Wattson. One thing that I have thought about a lot is how I'm going to lead the Wattson fight. Now, limited resources in this game, we get rare candies and we get heart scales. Obviously we have something called the Endless Candy. This Endless Candy is a key item that can bring us to the level cap, so it just obviates the need for grinding. The level cap for Wattson's gym is 35, so if I was level 34, Endless Candy would work. However, there are limited items in the game of real rare candies. This can let us break the level cap, however these rare candies are extremely limited. At this point in the game, we only get access to 3. I used one already for Brawly, and so we have to be very careful when we use these rare candies. I have decided that I'm going to use 1 rare candy on the Wattson fight and 2 heart scales. Heart scales are another limited resource. They allow to relearn moves and to maximize IVs. So we are going to use 1 rare candy on Monferno to get to Infernape. There he is. We already used 1 heart scale to learn U-turn on Togedemaru. We're going to use the other 2 heart scales right now for this split. I was planning to use these scales on this choice anyway, but I ideally would have wanted to delay until it was absolutely necessary, but it's okay. We are going to remember 2 moves for Infernape. Overheat, absolutely insane move. And our final heart scale for quite a long time. A very, very long time, actually. We don't get another heart scale for dozens of fights. And 2 gym leaders. And we're going to teach Fake Out. And Infernape is all kitted out. Okay. So we're using the classic tried and true method of beating double battles in this game, where one of our Pokemon baits the opponent into trying to kill it with both of their Pokemon. Both Minun and Plusle see that they can kill Octillery. We're going to take advantage of that and make sure we attack the right Pokemon. We're going to Mudshot the Plusle specifically. It has to be the Plusle. Yes. Octillery is going to switch straight out into Nidoking, so we get a free turn here. This should be Thunderbolt from both Pokemon. And there they are, the Queen and the King. Easy. This is always intended to... I always knew that I wouldn't kill here because of the Shucker Berry. That halves the damage of our ground move. That's fine. The key point is that we lower the speed of this Pokemon such that Nidoking can outspeed this turn and kill it. Nidoqueen is going to Mudshot the other Pokemon, Minun. We don't want to kill it here. This never kills even with max roll crit, that's important. Nidoking just takes its kill. That's fine. We do not care. 2 ground types means that we're not really afraid of the electric moves. Gone. And we get a free Mudshot into the Minun, which lowers its speed too. Okay, this turn is really important. Nidoking is intentionally going to do nothing of value this turn. But they're both safe, this turn at least. We're going to Mudshot the Dedenne. Dedenne is going to get an attack off this turn, but it's not going to be an electric move. It's going to be either Grass Knot or Dazzling Gleam, probably Grass Knot. And even with Grass Knot crit, and with the Minun clicking Helping Hand, we are safe. We do not want to take our kill here. Tail Whip works on both Pokemon. That is fantastic. That's fine. We're never dead. This is gonna do... Okay, yeah, that's fine. Tail Whip is not bad, you know. Tail Whip lowering both Pokemon's defense is a pretty nice little niche. I'll keep that in mind. Now, we outspeed and kill both. That's fine. All we're left with is one Pokemon in the back now. So it's now a 6v1. Absolutely outmaneuvered. So we are just going to stay in with Nidoking. We're going to switch out Queen into Ape. And we're just going to Drill Run. So this is probably going to kill because it's going to go for Steel Beam on either Mon. Probably the Nidoqueen. This is a pretty powerful attack. But the cost for Kling Klang is that it cuts its own HP in half. Nice and easy fight. Kling Klang hides the animation there. That's interesting. Wattson, we meet again. Last time I was here, I was about 95% sure that I was gonna wipe. This time, I'm 95% sure that you're finished. If I'm wrong, like I was last time, that will be embarrassing, but I think we have a good line here. It's not riskless. There are 3 Pokemon at risk. Obstagoon, I wish you were Guts. If you were Guts, this line would have been so much safer. So much safer. Unfortunately, you're Reckless, which is really bad and makes you pretty significantly worse. So you are on the chopping block because of that. If you die, perfectly acceptable. Nidoqueen is on the chopping block as well. I would rather her not die, but you know what? The king will carry on. He probably doesn't feel great that I'm sacrificing his wife, his queen, but you know, we do what we gotta do. And finally, if we have to, we will sack Meganium. That would not be great because Meganium has use for the rest of the game, for sure, until late game. So I would really rather not sack Meganium, but if it's that or wipe, we are obviously going to sack Meganium. We're probably going to make this out of this with 1 or 2 deaths. 0 deaths is possible, 3 is also possible, and a wipe is extremely low chance, but probably also possible. The most deadly encounter that we're going to be worrying about with Wattson is the Lantern. This is completely different to our last run, where I was most worried about the Mega Ampharos. This time, the Lantern is a demon and can ruin our run. Let's just clutch up, and let's run it. What am I doing here? I have a mission, and that's to beat my PB. You're just one obstacle in that way. Let's go! Okay. This Magnezone is the first problem of 6 that we have to deal with. It's a Custap Berry Magnezone with Sturdy as its ability, means that you can't one-hit KO it, and it has Explosion. So if you hit it with a move that brings it down to red health, it's almost guaranteed the next turn to use Custap Berry to outspeed you and explode. And there's very little things that can live an explosion in this game because of how much damage that does. Infernape is 100% safe. It's the only thing that I had in this entire box that was 100% safe. Most boxes don't have anything this safe. So, +1 for the monkey run, I guess. Fake Out into Overheat. We bypass the Sturdy, because now it's not a full health. And we bypass the Custap, because it's never going to go into red health. We straight up outspeed and kill this. 1 down, 5 more. Let's go. Okay, that was the easy part. Now comes in Rotom. It's the only thing that can see a kill on Infernape. This is 100% Air Slash, never anything else. This turn is fine. We're going to go straight into Hisuian Arcanine. Come on, Arcanine. This does minimal damage. Unfortunately, this Rotom outspeeds us, and there's nothing really we can do about that. We have a cherry berry, so we're not too worried. So we just go for rock slide. There's nothing much that can go wrong here. Even a crit is workable. And paralysis is fine. We would honestly, I think paralysis would be better for us in case we need to switch in or knock off later. Okay, let's just go for the rock slide. Okay. And now extreme speed always kills. Even minimum roll extreme speed into minimum roll rock slide is 100% kill. This should now be lantern. Because lantern sees a kill. Oh, actually no, that's wrong. This is now Zerora. Zerora can go for 2 moves here. You can either go for Plasma Fist or Close Combat. It is a 50-50 chance to go for either. We are happy with both. We're fine with both. Plasma Fist means that Nidoqueen doesn't take any damage on the switch in, but Close Combat means that Zerora drops its own defenses. So either way, we're fine. This is okay. Close Combat crit would not be nice. That's the only thing that we don't really want. That's fine. Okay, no crit, perfect. This is now -1 defense, -1 special defense. Okay. That doesn't really make a difference. Nice though. Nidoqueen maybe showing us that she doesn't want to die this match, getting off every little bit of damage that she can. Okay, this is guaranteed Grass Knot. It can be knockoff. Certain rolls of knockoff do out damage Grass Knot. So this is either knockoff, but most likely Grass Knot. We are going to Mudshot this Pokemon. This is going to do a lot of damage. It's not going to kill because this has a Sugar Berry, but we lower its speed by 1 now. This is vital. We don't outspeed with Nidoqueen, but someone else does. He's coming back in, and he's claiming another one. The first one. Alright. That's 3 down, 3 to go. This is either Scald or Thunder Wave, actually. This is going to be the make or break for this fight. This Lantern is going to go for Scald. This is why Obstagoon being Reckless instead of Guts is going to matter. If Lantern gets the burn on Obstagoon, we're going to have to start sacrificing Pokemon. If it goes for Scald and doesn't get the burn, we're fine. If it goes for Thunder Wave, that's also okay. Obstagoon just has to clutch up here. Okay, don't burn, don't do it. Obstagoon, clutch up. Nice. Okay, we're gonna dig and get some damage off. We outspeed. That is so bad. Thunder Wave works even if you dig? That is insane. We're in trouble. That makes sense. It makes sense with the mechanics that I know. That is really bad. So we have to start going for takedowns. Obstagoon, you need to clutch up. He clutched up. He did it. Or maybe not. I think he has to die. The thing is, this is a random move on Obstagoon, isn't it? This can be Scald, this can be Ice Beam, this can be Discharge. I can't switch. There's nothing I can switch to. I need health on every single Pokemon. Obstagoon has to die here. I'm not sure there was ever really a way you were living here, my buddy. If you were Guts, then maybe we had a chance. But you're not. That's our only Dark type, unfortunately. Let's hope we get more later, but that's okay. We go into the Nidoking now, and I believe we revenge. This can be Coil, unfortunately. Coil makes things a little bit worrying. Let's see a Aqua Tail. Come on. Aqua Tail? Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to see. We're wide lens, so this is a 99% chance to hit. Perfect. We should be able to stall this out now. That's fine. Okay, he's getting the crits. He's getting the crits. We're not dead to crit this turn. That's important. So I'm going to growl once. Perfect. We do outstall this, I'm certain of it. It's going to be slow. But once we lower its growls enough, we can get some attacks off in between. Because we do also have Synthesis. It's going to be a slow battle of attrition, but we definitely beat this. Unless this crits like every single turn. It's got one crit so far. Let's not hope for many more. Thunder Punch. He's run out of drain punches. Don't paralyze. This is really important. Don't paralyze. Perfect. Perfect. This is an ideal situation to be in. Unfortunately, Ampharos is pretty likely to go for Dragon Breath, so the good thing is that we always live any of its moves this turn. So we're going to go for a Poison Powder as well. There he is, the big man himself. Nidoqueen is on the chopping block here. She's staring down the barrel of a gun. That gun is held by Mega Ampharos. She might have to die, but that guarantees us the win at this point. So we're through Wattson no matter what. We made it. With 1 to 2 deaths that are acceptable. Okay, don't paralyze us. There it is. I am now outsped, and this is always Dragon Breath. Nidoqueen has to die, because someone has to die, and Meganium has more value than Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen, you were really good for us in the early game. And I'm so sorry to you and to Nidoking that I'm doing this. I'm separating the two of you. You gotta go. Goodbye. She lived! Okay. That doesn't make a difference. She's hanging on for dear life, man. What a shame. What a shame. There's no out. She dies here no matter what. One more mud shot for the road. If Ampharos didn't get paralyzed there, we had ways that we could have saved Nidoqueen. Goodbye. We'll carry on your legacy. Your king will carry on your legacy. He comes in and takes it home for us. And that's it. That's Wattson. That's 3 gym badges. Let's go. Okay. Nice. Five deaths. 3 deaths on Brawly Split, 2 on Wattson. But we move forward. This fight is normally a little bit intensive because this trainer has a Dugtrio and a Magneton in the back. These are Pokemon that can trap your Pokemon if you don't play correctly. So the Dugtrio can trap anyone who's not a flying type. And it's pretty fast, and for example, if my ape was any slower, Dugtrio could come in on it and OHKO it. However, this is the fastest ape that there is possible. It's a plus speed, max IV, speed, Infernape. gorgeous. It's also 31 special attack and 31 attack. Those are the IVs that matter. We're going to be doing this a lot in this game. Fake out. And often we'd overheat, but this time we're going to save our overheat. Sky Uppercut always kills. Ape is holding a muscle band, so that this always kills. Now, interestingly, Ape is 1 point faster than the Dugtrio in the back, so the Dugtrio realizes that it's slower and dies, so it's going to send in the only Pokemon that's faster than the Infernape, which is Ninjask. Ninjask is choice banded and only has U-turn, so I know for a fact this Ninjask is just switching out this turn. Feed him to me, one by one, come on, let's go. Brah! That's one down. 2 down, actually. And we just rinse and repeat. The Ninjask comes straight back in. And Ape frags 4. Oh, this is this is embarrassing. And now it's going to switch straight into the Magneton in the back, because that's the only Pokemon left. "100% riskless. Solo fight. Absolutely destroyed. The Ninjask comes back in. Poor triathlete Abigail, she had no idea what to do with this. She never had a chance. And even -2 is no-co. Can't U-turn out of the battle, my friend. You're gone. Probably one of the best Pokemon in our box. The Infernape. Okay, this fight is much more difficult than the previous fight. Obviously, the previous fight was probably one of the easiest fights in the entire game because of the tool I had with Infernape. This fight should be okay. There's some fiction that can happen. Some very, very, very low chance things that could go wrong. Specifically, Sharpedo clicking Ice Beam and freezing us. So, the fiction is even less likely now. If that Crunch had defense dropped or crit, this could have been, well, not defense dropped, I guess. If it had crit, it would have been more likely to be Ice Beam. Ice Beam is extremely unlikely now, so we should be okay. This is almost always Hydro Pump. We're switching straight into Dreadnought. Okay, don't low roll. Always trigger the Citrus Berry. Perfect. Okay, now this never kills me. It's always Hydro Pump again. A miss would be really nice, to be honest. Okay. Apparently he never misses. This could kill. I'm kind of glad I didn't, though. Berserker always lives. I guess Ice Beam Freeze would be really bad now. I don't think you can go for Ice Beam, though. Perfect. Man, this Sharpedo's hitting everything. We should be okay. This is always close combat. Ape never dies. We are faster, and we click what we always click. Straight to overheat. There's no reason to fake out. Nice. Okay, so the scariest mon in this fight is probably the Jumpluff. I don't think things can go wrong on the rest. Raticate is usually pretty scary, but we've got a good plan for it. The Jumpluff should still be okay, but we'll see. It depends what it clicks on the... I think we should still be okay. Anyway, we're going to fake out into Brick Break. This Pachirisu has screens, so it loves clicking the screens. reflected light screen. We don't care though. Perfect. This is going to kill. I think this is safer, I hope. We'll see. Okay, this is now +2. We're still okay. This can spore me, but we have a chesto, so we should be okay. We are going to rock slide. Perfect. We make it out with full health. Hopefully this... Okay. This might make the Raticate more dangerous because the Raticate can maybe now click Sword Stance, so we've got to be careful about this. I mean, there's nothing we can do. It might just happen. It's probably Raticate now. Okay, we're in a really, really troublesome spot here. If I go into Dreadnought now on a Stomping Tantrum, we're back on track. If I go into Dreadnought and click Sword Stance, it's a 1 in 16 to lose Dreadnought, which is very bad. Who'd I rather lose, Dreadnought or Arcanine? They're both fantastic. Okay, so we are baiting either Stomping Tantrum or Sword Stance from this Raticate. If it's Sword Stance, then we beat this with no damage taken and we're back on track. If it's Stomping Tantrum, I'm risking a crit that will kill Arcanine. If I switch into Dreadnought, which is my original plan, and it's Stomping Tantrums, we're fine. We're going to beat this. If I switch into Dreadnought and it's Sword Stance, we are again risking a 1 in 16 for it to get the max roll damage on Stomping Tantrum and kill Dreadnought. Actually, it's 2 in 16, so I think that's much worse. We're going to stay in. Hamilton, you need to clutch up here. Don't get crit. That's all I'm asking. Or Raticate can even click Sword Stance. Okay, don't crit me. Don't crit me. Don't crit me. Don't crit me. He made it. And that's why we need extreme speed on Hamilton. He clutched up, he clutched up. It's not great on me to be risking crits though. Togi pretty much always beats this. That was the worst option. Okay, well, we should be fine. I'm pretty happy with how we're conserving citruses at the moment though. I think in attempt 3 I was using citruses left, right and center at this point, but I have been cognizant to keep them as the limited resource that they are. We barely used any at the moment. I'm pretty confident this is a riskless line, unless this flinches me like 8 turns in a row. You missed your chance, triathlete Jasmine. Okay, this is actually a Zoroark. This is not Sirfetch'd. Wait, no. This is Zoroark. This is actually Sirfetch'd. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I am full health. I didn't expect to be full health at all. Sirfetch'd outspeeds and kills me. Zoroark does not kill. So this is actually Sirfetch'd. Okay, I'm glad I thought about that. So we're going to go straight into Talonflame. If this is Zoroark, we still don't die, but we can die to... if it chooses Night Days and then crits, but that's very unlikely. Yep, thought so. And now we're gonna just do a little bit of I was about to say we're gonna stall this out until we get Flame Body, but got it instantly. We didn't need it instantly anyway. In fact, actually, we didn't need it at all. We could beat this even if we never got the Flame Body proc. But 30% is pretty likely to get it. How is that still doing so much, even after burn? Wait, oh, because I roost, I lose the, that makes sense. I lose the, flying type. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, we'll just kill this then. At 68 HP. This is only ever night days. Does this come in as Zoroark now? It does. The plan is to go into Infernape and kill this, but if Night Days gets the accuracy drop, we're going to be steering a little bit. So we're just going to go into Hariyama first. What's the chance of Night Days accuracy drop? 30%. Didn't get it. This is actually a random move and I'm never dead to crit, so I might as well try and kill. Perfect. We made it to TRCR. What a productive, this is gonna do so much damage. I am burnt. And a Guts Hariyama. This is gonna do like 200% damage, dude. At that health, we could probably have killed 2 to 3 Zoroarks. Anyway,